also like to thank each one of y'all for coming out today, because we know today is Father's Day, and it took a little bit of extra sacrifice on your part to come out to Edinburg Dragway and support us, but we really appreciate that and hope you enjoy this evening's drag racing program. We'd also like to call your attention to the sponsor signs that we have hanging on each side of the fence. We've got Tifco Industries, which is the manufacturer of nuts and bolts. The salesman for Tifco bolts is Kirby Gerland, who drives the quarter nut Anglia. If you were here at the beginning of time trials, you saw Kirby get up on one wheel as he went down the quarter-mile strip. It's something he said he wouldn't try to do again. We also have Cornwell Quality Tools with John Kralovich from Mission being the salesman for that. If you see John running around in his white and blue Cornwell Tools van, please give him a holler. He'll fill you in with all the highest quality tools that you need. We've also got one of the finest sponsors that any drag racing facility could have, De Leon Auto Accessories and Speed Equipment from McAllen, Texas. Joel and Javier De Leon are two of the nicest people you could like to meet. They'll fill you in with all of your performance needs and give you the best prices around. And then we've got our newest sponsor, who is Perales Auto and Chassis Work from McAllen. Frank Perales is the Valley's only certified Alston chassis builder, and he can build you a racing car from the ground up, or he can put you in roll bars, roll cages, ladder bars, or do engine work. And he's at 687 Race in McAllen. So for all of your performance needs, drop by Perales Auto and Chassis Works. Would also like to thank Lewis Septic Service from Harlingen for all of their support in getting this drag strip up off the ground. Would also like to thank Express Yourself Custom Printing from Edinburg for the beautiful sign that they made at the entrance of the dragway. We'll be starting with our first round of racing in approximately 5 minutes, so if you haven't gotten a cold refreshment from our concession stands, you might want to make your way down there right now. In our concession stands, we have fresh food, fresh hamburgers, taquitos, sandwiches, Cokes, beer, candy, gum, anything you could want, all at very reasonable prices. So drop by any of our concession stands on the spectator or the pit side. For you to hold on to all of your ticket stubs also, because we're going to be giving away a lot of door prizes that have been given us to us by the Cycle Center from McAllen. They've donated a bunch of t-shirts and caps. We've also got a number of great door prizes from De Leon Auto Accessories, and we've also got some door prizes that have been donated by Bill Button Auto Supply from Mercedes. So hold on to your ticket stubs, because we will be giving away door prizes throughout the racing program. Okay, if we could all rise now for the playing of the national anthem, please. Okay, gentlemen, if y'all could get in your cars. Before we start, we're going to be giving a door prize. It's a $20 gift certificate from De Leon Auto Accessories in McAllen. We're going to be giving away this door prize to the first spectator who can come to the base of the tower and correctly identify who won Top Fuel Eliminator in the recent Cajun Nationals. Cajun Nationals were completed about a week ago, and if you can come up here and tell us who won in the Top Fuel Dragster, you'll get a $20 gift certificate from De Leon Auto Accessories. Okay, Robert Cano from Edinburg, Texas has successfully identified the winner of Top Fuel as being Big Daddy Don Gartlitz, who won the recent Cajun Nationals in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. That's good for $20 of anything you want from De Leon Auto Accessories, okay? Thank you. We'll be having a rear-engine dragster against a real short wheelbase, real beautiful Chevette. Sharon, would you please pick up the headset? Sharon? Making the first pass down the drag strip is Bud Lewis, part owner of Edinburg International Dragway, getting the first official pass on the quarter mile in his beautiful 5,000 horsepower beach buggy. Only problem is 490 of them stayed at home. Sharon, do you have your headphones on? At an astounding 25 miles an hour. That pace has only been exceeded by the Texas Cockroach. Okay, the first two cars up are Harry Nunn in the rear-engine dragster out of Edinburg on the spectator side against Alfred Whiteside all the way down from Corpus in his beautiful black Chevette. Spectator side has an 890 dial-in, pit side has a 1025 dial-in, so you'll be seeing the little black Chevette getting about 1 3/10 second head start. Harry Nunn recently completed in the Cajun Nationals in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. And Alfred Whiteside is the owner of 5 race cars in Corpus Christi, Texas. This should be a real exciting race as both cars really fly on the top end. side goes through first with an 897 at 131 miles an hour against a 1049 for pit side at 112. Good win on spectator side for Harry Nunn from Edinburg, Texas. Now up on pit side, car number 7, Kirby Gerlin in the beautiful Quarternut Anglia from Harlingen, Texas. Against car 18, Jimmy Amaral from Corpus Christi. If you were here earlier, you got to see the little Quarternut Anglia up on one wheel as he went down the drag strip trying to do a stunt show. Spectator side has a 1023 dial in, pit side has a 1080 dial in. So you'll be seeing the Quarternut Anglia getting a slight head start here. By both cars as they really hook it down the quarter mile. Is the Camaro going to catch the Anglia? The Anglia goes through first with a 1064. He breaks out. Spectator side goes through with a 1017. Double breakout. Spectator side wins that as he broke out to the Kirby Gerlin just went a little bit too fast on that pass. Now up on spectator side, the beautiful rear engine dragster of Buster Booth from Brownsville, being driven by his son Bobby Booth. On pit side, we've got the Pro Stock style Camaro of Robert Roderick. Has a little bitty 368 cubic inch motor, but it really flies. The Camaro is sponsored by De Leon Auto Accessories and Bob's Speed and Seed Store in Mission, Texas. The beautiful rear engine dragster is sponsored by Booth Automotive from Brownsville. Robert Roderick gets a little bit off on the side of the track and goes through with a 1006, but spectator side goes through first with an 896 at 125 miles an hour. It's a good win for spectator side. Now up on spectator side, car number 33 with the 1075 dialed in, and on pit side, the De Leon Auto Accessories Camaro. We've got a 1075 dialed in on spectator side and a 1033 on pit side. The Camaro on the pit side is driven by the Garcia brothers from Alamo, Texas. Spectator Camaro will be getting about a half-second head start here. Looks like Garcia brothers really cut a great light as they've already tracked down the spectator Camaro. Pit side goes through with a 1046. It's a good win for pit side. Spectator goes through with a 1090 at 126 miles an hour. Now up on spectator side, the beautiful rear engine dragster of Monty Deal all the way down from Corpus Christi against the front engine dragster of Melvin Champagne from Harlingen, Texas. Both cars are hard charging cars with this pit side dragster picking up his front wheels as he goes down the track. This should be a good run, ladies and gentlemen. Monty Deal's short rear engine dragster is sponsored by Dollars and his wife. You've got an 860 dialed in on the spectator side and a 920 dialed in on the pit side. So pit side will be getting about a half-second head start here, ladies and gentlemen. Both cars getting carefully staged. Both cars down the track with Monty Deal having to make up a big head start. Is he going to catch him? Doesn't look like he does. Melvin Champagne goes through first with a 919. He breaks out by 1/100th of a second against a 982 for Monty Deal on the spectator side. Good win for spectator side as the pit side car of Melvin Champagne breaks out by 1/100th of a second. Next turn, car number 45 on spectator side. The stock Chrysler Imperial of Pato Porcini in the Serna, and Serna Flota, all the way up from Monterrey, Mexico, against car number 36 on pit side, the beautiful 55 Chevy of Mando Hinojosa from McAllen, Texas. Pato's car on spectator side really flies. He's got a Chrysler Heavy in there. It should be a good race of two big door slammers. Gets shut off at the starting line, drifting water all over the track. Automatic win goes to Pato Porcino on spectator side. Beautiful 55 Chevy has a hard way to lose. Okay, I guess with all the spectators sitting on the spectator side, we don't have any fathers because nobody's come up here yet. We've got a beautiful 18-quart ice chest to give away. Okay, we've got a winner up here, Rene Garza from Mission, who just showed me a beautiful picture of his little baby boy. You're the proud winner of an ice chest from Bill Button Auto Supply and Mercedes. Thank you a bunch. The Trigger front engine dragster of Roy Rogers. against the rear engine dragster of Mark Grunberg on spectator side. If any of y'all have heard the song, I Want to Be a Cowboy, that's the trigger they're talking about on the pit side. Rogers seemed to spin a little bit at the starting line. Is he going to catch Mark Grunberg? Mark goes through first with a 9:10 at 132 miles an hour against an 8:85 at 156 miles an hour on pit side for Roy Rogers, but it's a good win for the spectator side with a 9:10. Now up, the beautiful Fiat on pit side of Jerry Williams all the way down from Robstown, Texas. Getting a little squirrely on his burnout. Spectator side is car number 24, Bruce Dittmar, also out of Corpus Christi. He's sponsored by GL Cats Jet Engines. This is going to be a hard charging race of two alters. Jerry Williams is all the way down from Robstown, Texas, and the spectator side is all the way down from Corpus, Texas. Should be a good race. Pit side has a 9:55 dial-in, spectator a 9:69. Cars really heating up the tires to get the maximum bite they can, because these are short wheelbase cars and they do get a little bit squirrely. Both of these cars are really beautiful cars and probably win trophies in any car show they entered. Little Fiat's way out in front of Dittmar. And he goes through first with a 9:98 at 117 miles an hour for pit side against a 10:38 on spectator side at 146 miles an hour. It's a good win for the little Fiat of Jerry Williams from Robstown. We'd like to take a short 1-minute break here to give away a door prize when the Okay, our first two cars up for bracket 2 will be car number 11, Jerry Lewis, out of Harlingen, Texas, against car 44. Okay. Pit side is Jerry Lewis in the beautiful little Chevy 2 out of Harlingen, Texas, against Flockow on the spectator side. You've got small block power on the pit side and big block power on the spectator side. Should be a good race as both cars nearly have the same dial-in. Arnold Lacosta on the spectator side is sponsored by Valverde Auto Sales from Donna and from by De Leon Auto Accessories in McAllen. Jerry Lewis on pit side is sponsored by Lewis Septic Service out of Harlingen. Brock has a former hard rocker, as the name of his car is Black Sabbath. You should see a nearly heads-up start here, ladies and gentlemen, as both cars are running nearly the exact same ET. Good run by both cars as they head down the strip, nearly even up. Pit side goes through with an 11.25 at 114 miles an hour. It's a good win. Spectator side goes through with an 11.31 at 123 miles an hour. Now up on pit side, car number 14, Tommy Bailey, out of Edinburg, Texas. On car number 14, the Pizza Hut Camaro on pit side. Against car number 70 on the spectator side, Felipe Salinas from Cone, Texas. Felipe Salinas on the spectator side. Felipe Salinas on spectator side against Tommy Bailey in the small block injected power Camaro on the pit side. Your special delivery Camaro sponsored by Pizza Huts of the Valley. If you need a pizza, give him a call and Tommy will drive out there. Pit side goes through with a 12.56 on pit side. That's a good win for Tommy Bailey. Spectator side goes through with a 14.90 on spectator side. Now up on pit side, car 57, the Fortune Camaro of Wes Harrison out of McAllen, Texas, against the beautiful Chevy 2 of Frank Dodson all the way down from Corpus Christi. Spectator side, Frank Dodson from Corpus Christi. Hold him up. Bud, go down the... Wes Harrison. Frank Dodson on the spectator side against Wes Harrison on the pit side. Lil Nova goes through first with an 11.19 and breaks out against 11.02 for Wes Harrison on the pit side. Pit side won that the Fortune Major and Lil Nova from Corpus Christi breaks out by 1/100 of a second. Now up on pit side, Samora from Mission, Texas, car number 40, sponsored by Thompson Engine Rebuilders, against Bill Mayo on the spectator side in the beautiful 69 Mustang. Bill Mayo on spectator side is sponsored by Mayo Advertising out of Rio Hondo. Little Mustang has a 4-speed, so you should hear some good gear shifting. Luis Zamora goes through first with a 1240 at 102 miles an hour against an 1145 for Bill Mayo. This is the last call for bracket 2. If you're not in the staging lane, you will not run. Last call for bracket 2. Now up on the inside, car number 50. Car number 50, Raul Gonzalez out of Harlingen. Against spectator side, car number 31, Tony Rosillo out of McAllen. Tony Rosillo goes through first with a 1078 at 119 miles an hour. He breaks out against a 1221 on pit side. Good win on pit side, and Tony Rosillo just runs a little bit too quick on that round. Good win for pit side. Now up on pit side, car number 2, Raul Garza in the Garza Brothers Nova out of McAllen, sponsored by Airport Auto Service and Highway Inn, both in McAllen. Against Humberto Trevino, all the way down from Fremont, Texas, Humberto Trevino. Because both cars have nearly the same dial and both of them are hard charging once they get into third gear. Pit side car, Raul Garza goes through first with an 1134 at 117 miles an hour. It's a good win for Raul Garza against an 1117 on spectator side. 1117 on spectator side in a losing run. Now up on pits, car number 23, Hinojosa Brothers Racing, Vega, out of Edinburg, Texas. Against JV Transmissions Camaro on spectator side, being driven by Joe Villarreal. The little Vega panel truck has a big block and a turbo 400. The Camaro on spectator side has a small block and a 4-speed. From Edinburg in the JV Transmissions car. Vega on the pit side. Big red light. Automatic win goes to JV Transmissions on spectator side. Hinojosa got a little anxious on that run. Now up on pit side, car number 28, Margarito Maldonado from Brownsville in the beautiful Pontiac Tempest against the Gaetan Brothers 66 Chevy Malibu on spectator side, being driven by Carmen Gaetan. Gaetan Brothers on the spectator side in the beautiful 66 Bracket 3, this is your first call to staging. Bracket 3, this is your first call to staging. Maldonado goes through first with an 11.47. It's a good win against an 11.96 on spectator side for the Gaetan Brothers. Good win for pit side. Now up on spectator side, Tom Butler in the beautiful 64 Plymouth Fury against Ruben Celedon on pit side in the Solana Roofing, Malibu. Ruben Celedon on pit side in the beautiful Solana Roofing 68 Malibu against Tom Butler on the spectator side in car number 26. Little Malibu's really charging with the 1080 dial-in. Bracket 3, this is your second call to staging. Bracket 3, second call. Tom Butler on spectator side goes through first with a 12.61. It's a good win for the spectator side against a 10.97 on pit side. 10.97 on pit side. Bracket 2, this is your second call to staging. Bracket 2, second call to, bracket 3, second call to staging. Bracket 3, second call to staging. Ball cap and a Harley Davidson Born to Be Wild t-shirt. That's to ticket number 200. Your street-driven vehicles, if you're sitting in the spectator side and saying to yourself, gee, I wish I could drag race, well, next time out, just pull on into the pits. We'll take your car, put a number on there, and you can be a drag racer too. On pit side, we've got truck number 9, Tommy Oaks, all the way down from San Diego, Texas, in his little GMC pickup, against car number 22 on pit side, Bernie Vela from Alamo in the 55 Chevy. The Oaks family makes this a family affair. They've got 3 or 4 cars entered here today. This is the first round of bracket 3. Oaks against Vela. Is the 55 going to catch the GMC? '55 on spectator side goes through with the 16-15. He breaks out on 16-15 on spectator side. An 18 flat on pit side. It's a double breakout for both cars. Spectator side wins it. The 55 Chevy from Alamo takes a good win. Now up on spectator side, Camaro number 6. Camaro number 6 on spectator side. Tom Oaks from San Diego, Texas, against car number 15 on pit side. Mark Hyatt on pit side, and the little 302 Maverick. Goes through first with the 1380 at 100 miles an hour against the 1374 on pit side. It's a good win for the spectator Camaro of Tom Oaks. Now up on spectator side, car number 37 on spectator side. Hondo Zamora from Mission, Texas, against car number 16 on pit side. Car number 16 on pit. Melvin Champagne from Harlingen, Texas, sponsored by Champagne's Auto Service in Harlingen. Got two basically street-driven cars here. They both have license plates and inspection stickers on them, but they're really both hard charging. Hondo Zamora's got a standard, and listen to him jam those gears as he goes down the track. Hondo Zamora goes through first with the 1320 for Hondo Zamora against a 1522 for pit side. It's a good win for Hondo Zamora. Now up on spectator side, Bronco number 47. Bronco number 47 on spectator side. Jimmy Onderdoink from Corpus against car number 53 on pit side. Car number 53 on pit. Steve Ellis from McAllen. Steve Ellis on pit side is a high school principal in McAllen, as he tries to chase down the little Bronco 2. Spectator side goes through first with the 2119. That's a good win for spectator side against the 1579 on pit.
I don't know what the number is on the pit side.
Car number 49 on spectator side, Tom Barron in the beautiful Camaro against the unknown dragster on pit side. Spectator side, sponsored by L&L Pump Service and Howell Racing Fuel from McAllen, against the unknown dragster on pit side. Goes through first with the 1357. That's a good win for Tom Barron on spectator side against a 1542 on pit side. Now up on pit side, car number 43, Robert Silva from Harlingen in the 55 Chevy against spectator side, Frontis Newell from Rio Hondo in the brand new Chevy Malibu. 55 Chevy goes through first with a 1404. That's a good win for the 55 Chevy, a 1404 against a 1768 for spectator side. On spectator side, car number 17. Baggett on spectator side, car number 17 against car 51 on pit side. Oscar Martinez from McAllen, sponsored by Mike's Auto Service in McAllen. Oscar Martinez on pit side. Motorcycle, this is your first call to staging. Motorcycle, first call to staging. Pit side goes through first with a 1344. 1344 for pit side. That's a good win against a 1311 on spectator side. Good win for pit side. Next up on spectator side, car number 29, Flash Cadillac in the Cadillac Special with a 1780 dial-in against one of the Oak Boys from San Diego, Texas, and pickup number 8. Cadillac number 29 all the way down from Falfurrias, driven by Don Hall. If you look real careful when he takes off, he picks up his tires about 1/1000th of an inch. Against truck number 8 on pit side, Bobby Oaks, all the way down from San Diego, Texas. Down the drag strip in the Cadillac, listening to a stereo, watching TV, and probably having a sauna bath all at the same time. And Oaks goes through first on pit side with an 1839 for pit side against a 1785 on spectator. That's a good win for pit side. Next up on pit side, car number 38. Rodriguez on pit side in the beautiful red Camaro against pickup number 5 on spectator side. Pickup number 5, Todd McDonald, all the way down from Kingsville. Beautiful little green pickup, has a small block and a turbo 400. It's got wheelie bars, about everything else you could hope to have in a pickup. Rodriguez really chases him down. Something must have gone wrong with the little pickup from Kingsville. Jimmy Rodriguez on pit side goes through first with a 1380. 1380 on pit side. That's a good win for Jimmy Rodriguez against a 1454 on spectator side. Next up, truck number 46 on spectator side. Jack Collins from Corpus Christi on spectator side against car number 39 on pit side. Ernie Martinez. Little pickup goes through first with an 1820 against a 1382 on pit side. Good win for the pickup. Motorcycles, this is your second call to staging lanes. On spectator side, bike number 5, Dugan Trip out of McAllen against bike number 2 on the pit side, June Colvins. June Colvins on the pit side. pit side bike of June Collins had an accident earlier today in time trials, but they were able to get the bike running again, and June was able to get fixed up again, and he's in eliminations. Bracket 1, first call to staging. Bracket 1, first call to staging. You've got a 1070 dial in on spectator side against a 12 flat on the pit side. When June crashed on the pit side, his bike slowed down a little bit because it's a lot faster than 12 flat. Goes through first on pit side with an 1163 and breaks out by a bunch against a 1069 on spectator side. Spectator side wins that. Spectator side with a 1069. Next up, bike number 3 on spectator side, Jay Ernest on spectator side, against Don Basin on pit side. Pit side, bike number 6, Ray Mora from Edinburg. Pit side, Ray Mora from Edinburg against Othel Welch, and bike number 1 on pit side, also from Edinburg. Pit side bike is number 8, Ed Moody from Brownsville. Ed Moody on pit side against bike number 4 on spectator, Alfredo Escalante from Los Fresnos, Texas. Bracket 1, this is your second call to staging. Bracket 1, second call to staging. Pit side bike goes through first with a 1565 against spectator with an 1142. It's a good win for the pit side bike with a 1565. Against the super gas Camaro of Jimmy Almaraz, down from Corpus Christi, Texas. Jimmy Almaraz was one of the money winners 2 weeks ago on our first Fun Day race down here. Dragster number 3, Harry Nunn from Edinburg, Texas with an 890 dial in against Jimmy Almaraz on the pit side with a 1018 dial in. Both cars are staging carefully. The pit side Camaro will be getting the head start here, and Harry Dunn will have to chase him down. Spectator side goes through with a 936 at 125 miles an hour against a 1045 on pit side for Jimmy Almaraz. That's a good win for Harry Nunn on the spectator side with a 936. On spectator side, the beautiful rear engine dragster of Buster Booth from Brownsville being driven by his son, Bobby Booth. On the pit side, the Garcia brothers from Alamo, Texas in the De Leon Camaro. Garcia brothers making a hard burnout in their Camaro. If you're in Brownsville for all of your automotive needs, drop by Buster Booth Automotive Service in Brownsville. Cars get ready to carefully stage. Pit side Camaro will be getting about a second and a half head start with Buster Booth chasing down. Spectator goes through first with an 853. He breaks out against a 1016 on pit side. It's a double breakout. Spectator side wins it. He breaks out the least with an 853. Next up on spectator side, dragster number 30, Monty Deal, all the way down from Corpus Christi in the no big deal rear engine dragster against Pato Bortino in the Serna, and Serna Pro Stock Chrysler, all the way up from Monterrey, Mexico. The Chrysler on the pit side has a big bad Hemi in it. This is to remind the drivers of the tow vehicles, get down the return road and the strip as quickly as possible. Pato Bortino and the beautiful Chrysler Pro Stocker on the pit side all the way from Monterrey, Mexico. big deal goes through first with an 884. It's a good win for Monte Deal on the spectator side against a 959 for Pato Bortino from Monterrey, Mexico. Good win for the spectator side, Monte Deal. On pit side, the beautiful Fiat of Jerry Williams from Robstown, Texas against Mark Grunberg on spectator side in the rear engine Chrysler powered dragster.
Go down there and hold her hand all the time.
Spectator side has a 905 dialed in, pit side a 955. Pit side will be getting a half-second head start. Bracket 2, your first call to staging. Bracket 2, first call to staging. Fiat goes through first with a 970 on pit side. 970 on pit side. Johnny, turn them off. Although John prefers cold hard cash, he does have convenient payment terms available to qualifying buyers. So next time you need a tool, give Solovitz Tool Supply a call at 585-7033 or give John a holler if you see him in his blue and white Cornwell van. This is a time only for both these cars from Corpus Christi. It's a grudge race. They both lost in the first round, and they've come around for a grudge race to see who's going to win. In the spectator car, this is the first time he's driven the car, so it's going to be interesting to see how he goes down the track being the first time in the car. Spectator side car has a new driver. So does pit side driver. Both these cars have new drivers, and they're doing a time only just to see how they can get down the track. Not bad for two first-time drivers. Pit side goes through with a 928 at 125 miles an hour. Spectator side goes through with a 1044 at 134 miles an hour. From McAllen, Texas. Thanks, Susan, for coming out and supporting Edinburg International Dragway. First two cars up on bracket 1 are car number 28 on pit side, Margarito Maldonado on pit side against Bill Mayo on the spectator side. Car number 25 on spectator side, car number 25, Bill Mayo, against Maldonado in car number 28 on the pit side. Pit side has an 11:23 dial in, spectator side has an 11:40. So this should be a good, hard, even run all the way down the quarter mile. Spectator side has a 351 Ford with a 4-speed. Pit side has a big block and a turbo hydro 400. Something happened to the Maldonado Tempest on the pit side. Bill Mayo goes through first on spectator side with an 11:55. 11:55 on spectator side, that's a good win. Something broke on the Maldonado car. Hold it up, let's see if there's any oil on the track. Pit side, car number 11, Jerry Lewis with an 11:05 dial, and he was last year's points champion on pit side against Tom Butler on the spectator side with a 12:45 dial in the beautiful Plymouth Fury. Pit side goes through first with an 11:48. An 11:48 for pit side against a 12:70 for spectator side. It's a good win for pit side, Jerry Lewis. Next up, car number 14 on pit side, the Pizza Hut Special Delivery Camaro, driven by Tommy Bailey from Edinburg, against the Garza Brothers Nova from McAllen, Texas, driven by Raul Garza, sponsored by Airport Sales and Service and Highway Food Cafe. Tommy Bailey on the pit side Camaro against Raul Garza on the Spectator Nova. Raul Garza on spectator side, Tommy Bailey on pit side. Both cars staging real carefully. Tommy Tommy Bailey, pit side, goes through first with an 11:58. He breaks out against an 11:22 on pit side, on spectator side. Spectator won that last round. Barstow Brothers out of McAllen won that last round. Tommy Bailey breaks out on pit side. Now up on pit side, car number 50, Raul Garza from Harlingen against car number 42 on spectator side. JV Transmission, driven by Joe Villarreal from Edinburg. Pit side Camaro goes through first with a 12:26. That's a good win for pit side against an 11:75 for JV on the spectator side. Good win for pit side. Bye run for car number 57, the Fortune Maker Camaro of Wes Harrison. Bracket 3, this is the first call. First call to staging. Bracket 3, this is your first call to staging. Ticket number 647405. You come to the base of the tower. You're the winner of a beautiful quartz halogen spotlight donated by High-Low Auto Supply from McAllen. Ticket number 647405. On spectator side, we have a time only. Frank Dodson from Corpus Christi in his beautiful Chevy 2 on a time only. Bracket 3, 2 staging lanes. Bracket 3. Ticket number 647505. You'll come to the base of the tower. You're the winner of a De Leon's baseball cap and a De Leon's t-shirt. That's ticket number 647505. That's a De Leon's t-shirt, cap, and a Jitterbug bumper sticker. Okay, next up, on spectator side, 55 Chevy, car number 22, Bernie Vela from Alamo, against car number 6, Tom Oakes, all the way down from San Diego, Texas. He's the father of all the Oakes boys that have been running around out here. Oaks chases the 55 Chevy all the way down. And the 55 goes through first with the 1624, and he breaks out. Pit side goes through with the 1403. Pit side wins it with the 1403. Spectator side breaks out. Next up on pit, car number 43. Robert Silva, all the way from Harlingen, Texas, in the 55 Chevy, against car number 49 on spectator side, Tom Barron from McAllen on the spectator side. Tom's car is sponsored by L&L Pump Service, Hal Racing Fuel, and Fiesta Holding Lanes in McAllen. Chevy goes through first with the 1399 on pit side against the 1732 on spectator. Good win for pit side. Next up, Bronco 2 with the 2095 dial-in on spectator side against the Oak Boys on spectator side with an 1830 dial-in. Spectator side is Jimmy Onderdoink. Against Bobby Oaks on the pit side. You got GMC versus Ford here. Motorcycles, this is your first call to staging. Motorcycles, first call. Pit side goes through with an 1838. That's a good win for pit side. Spectator side goes through with a 2129. Bobby Oaks, good win on pit side. All of these racers who win today have promised to donate all their money to their fathers, so we think that's real nice of all of them. Car number 49, Tom Barron's pit crew, the pit crew of Tom Barron in car number 49. He needs a tow. Go down to the end of the track. He needs a tow. Next up on pit side, car number 51, Oscar Martinez from McAllen. Against car number 38 on spectator side, Jimmy Rodriguez from McAllen. Pit side car is sponsored by Mike's Auto Service in McAllen. This will be a heads-up race, ladies and gentlemen, as both cars have the same dial-in, a 13 flat. Jimmy Rodriguez is out first. Spectator side goes through first with a 1349. That's a good win for spectator against a 1350 for pit side. Truck number 46 on spectator side, Jack Collins from Corpus Christi on spectator side against car number 37 on pit side. Hondo Zamora from Mission in the beautiful street legal Rally Nova. You're going to see a big head start here, ladies and gentlemen, as the pickup on the spectator side has an 18 dial-in against a 1295 on the pit side. So the pickup's going to get a 5-second head start. He has a lot of ground to make up in his 4-speed small block Chevy Nova. Hondo goes through first with a 1291. He breaks out against a 1796 on the pickup on the spectator side. They both break out. They both broke out exactly the same by 0.04 of a second. Pit side wins. Hondo Zamora wins on pit side. Car number 40 on pit side on a time only. Luis Zamora from Mission, Texas on pit side. Car number 40 on a time only. Luis's car is sponsored by Thompson Engine Building Service. Car 51, Oscar Martinez from McAllen, the pit crew of car number 51. You're needed at the end of the racetrack to pull Oscar Martinez back. His car is broken. He needs a tow back to the pits. Car number 51. After we run the motorcycles, we're going to take a 5-minute intermission. So bracket 1, after motorcycles, there'll be a 5-minute intermission. On spectator side, bike number 5, Dugan Tripp from McAllen against bike number 3 on pit side, Jay Ernest. You've got a 1070 dial in on spectator against a 1075 on pit. So this should be a heads-up race all down the track. Next up on spectator side, bike number 8, Ed Moody from Brownsville against bike number 1 on spectator side, Othel Welch from Edinburg. Bike number 1 on spectator against bike number 8 on pit. We'll be taking a 5-minute intermission after the motorcycles have run, and then we'll be coming back with bracket 1. 5-minute intermission after the bikes. Othel Welch has a lot of territory to make up. Othel Welch on spectator side goes through first with an 1108 against a 1550 for pit side. That's a good win for Othel Welch from Edinburg on the spectator side with an 1108. We'd like to call your attention to the starting line. Javier De Leon with the beard is the co-owner of De Leon Auto Accessories, and if you look at his shirt, he really needs one pretty bad. So we're presenting him with a De Leon Auto Accessories t-shirt and a De Leon Auto Accessories cap, because there's nobody who needs one more right now than him. Thank you. Now, Javi's dirty t-shirt we'll be giving to Kirby Gerlin from Harlingen, because he doesn't have one. And his wife will wash it. It's going to be one good race with both cars really hooking it on the top end. Bracket 2, this is your first call to staging. Bracket 2, first call to staging. Bonnie Deal on the spectator side with a beautiful short rear engine dragster against Harry Nunn on the pit side with a Datacom rear engine dragster out of Edinburg. Harry sponsored by Datacom, Quaker State Motor Oil, and Smart Automotive out of San Antonio, Texas. Spectator side has an 860 dial in against an 885 on pit side. Spectator side goes through first with an 861. That's a good win for Monty Deal. 861 on spectator side against an 888 on pit side. That was one close race. Spectator side went through at 159 miles an hour. Pit side went through at 153 miles an hour. Next up on spectator side, Buster Booth. And the beautiful rear engine dragster out of Booth Automotive in Brownsville, driven by his son, Bobby Booth. Against the beautiful short Anglia, against the beautiful short Fiat on the pit side, driven by Jerry Williams out of Rocktown. The little Fiat on the pit side's been around since the late 60s, and it still flies down the quarter mile. Bracket 2, two staging, please. Bracket 2, to the staging lanes. Bracket 2, this is your second call for staging. It should be a real great race as a short wheelbase car. Spectator side goes through first with an 856. That's a good win for Buster Booth against a 950 on the pit side. He breaks out on the pit side by 500ths. Spectator side went through at 148 miles an hour. Pit side went through at 133 miles an hour. Good race. Up next, we have a grudge match. Both of these cars have already lost, but they are both pro-stock cars, and they both have the same dial-in. On the spectator side, we have the Robert Roderick pro-stock Camaro against on the pit side. Spectator side has a 268 small block against a Handy on the pit side. This will be a heads-up, time-only pass to see who's king of the mountain and who has bragging rights till the next race. This is for bragging rights over taquitos tomorrow morning. Something goes wrong with Pato Portino's car on the pit side. Spectator side goes through with a 936 at 143 miles an hour on spectator side. Next up in bracket 2 will be car 50. Raul Gonzalez from Harlingen on the red Camaro against Wes Harrison in car 57, the Fortune Maker Camaro on pit side. Raul Gonzalez from Harlingen on spectator side against Wes Harrison from McAllen on pit side. Got a 1220 dial-in for the spectator Camaro against a 1095 dial-in for the pit side Camaro. Spectator Camaro goes through first with a 1236. That's a good win for Spectator Camaro against an 1109 for pit side Camaro. 1109 for pit side. Win goes to Spectator Camaro with a 1236. Next up on pit side, car number 11, Jerry Lewis on pit side against car 25 on spectator side. The Touch of Class Mustang of Bill Mayo from Rio Hondo, Texas. You've got a 4-speed Ford versus an automatic Chevy. Pit side goes through first with an 1157 for pit side against an 1199 for spectator side. Bill Mayo on the Mustang goes through with an 1199 on spectator. Bracket 3, you're up next. Bracket 3 to staging lanes now. Bracket 3, you're up next. Dress Yourself shirts in Edinburg for the beautiful sign that's facing 281. Would also like to thank Lee Longoria for all of his work, Jim Hayes, Paul Ebram, and a whole slew of other people that we'll get around to mentioning. On spectator side, car number 43, Robert Silva from Harlingen, against Jimmy Rodriguez on pit side. Robert Silva from Harlingen on 55 Chevy against Jimmy Rodriguez on the pit side in the Camaro. Pit side goes through first with a 1396. That's a good win for pit side with a 1396. A 1584 for spectator side. Next up, Hondo Zamora on the pit side Nova. Honda Zamora on pit side Nova against Bobby Oaks on the spectator pickup. side has a 1295 dialed in. The pickup side has a 1830 dialed in. The Little Nova's going to have to do a lot of catching up, about 5 seconds worth. Pit side goes through first with a 1307. That's a good win for Hondo Zamora on pit side with a 1307 against an 1852 on spectator side for Bobby Oakes. Car number 6 from San Diego, Tom Oakes, the father of Bobby Oakes, who just lost on spectator side, gets the bye run. Tom Oakes on pit side. Well, the father of all the Oakes boys gets to go into the semifinals with this bye run. Bracket 3, you're up after the bikes. Bracket 3, you're up next after the motorcycles. This is for the finals of the motorcycle eliminator category. Othell Welch on pit side in motorcycle number 1 against Dugan Tripp on the spectator side. This is for the finals of the motorcycles. Bracket 3, you're up next after the bikes. Bracket 3, you're up next. Pit side goes through first with an 11:18. That's a good win for Othell Welch out of Edinburg against a 10:71 on spectator side. This is one race where the Bobcats came out on top of the Bulldogs. Othell Welch from Edinburg beats Dugan Tripp out of McAllen.
Oh, that don't have nothing.
Viva los... The next door prize we're going to give away is a carload pass to Edinburg International Dragway for up to 4 adults. This is for a carload pass for up to 4 adults to Edinburg International Dragway for the next races. It's ticket number 647520. That's ticket number 647520. If you'll come up to the base of the tower, you'll get a pass for the next races for up to 4 adults for free admission. The time only on spectator side for Frank Dodson from Corpus Christi. Frank Dodson on spectator with the time only. Bracket 2, we're going to run you first, and then we're going to run bracket. Okay, on spectator side, Raul Garza and the Garza Brothers Nova out of McAllen against Jerry Lois on the pit side. Raul Garza on spectator side against Jerry Lewis on pit side. Spectator side has an 11:15 dial in, pit side has an 11:05. This should be about a heads-up start, ladies and gentlemen. Big block Chevy on spectator side, small block Chevy on pit side. It's ought to be a hard charging race. Raul Garza and the Garza Brothers from McAllen against Jerry Lewis on the pit side. Pit side goes through first with an 11:48. Pit side goes through with an 11:48 against an 11:75 for spectator side. Spectator side was way off on his dial-in with an 11:75. Now up on pit side, Raul Gonzalez with the buy run. Raul Gonzalez with the buy run. Next up, bracket 3. Bracket 3, you're up next. In the final, spectator side, we have Tom Oaks all the way down from San Diego, Texas in the semifinals of bracket 3 against Hondo Zamora on the pit side in the beautiful Chevy 2 Nova. Tom Oaks on the spectator side against Hondo Zamora on pit side. Looks like Hondo Zamora has passed Tom Oaks at the finish line, and Hondo goes through with a 13:41. That's a good win for Hondo Zamora against a 13:89 for Tom Oaks. Jimmy Rodriguez up next for the buy run. Buy run for car number 38. This buy run will send Jimmy Rodriguez into the finals against Hondo Zamora. Bracket 1, you're up next. Bracket 1, you're up next. First call for bracket 1, you're up next. Bracket 1, you're up next. Jimmy Rodriguez went through with a 13:58 on pit side. Next up, Harry on spectator side. Bracket 1, this is your second call to staging. Bracket 1, second call to staging. After this time only, we're going to have a kiddie foot race for some De Leon t-shirts and caps and some shirts being given away by the Cycle Center motorcycle place in McAllen, Texas. We'll have 2 kiddie races, one for children from 0 up to the age of 8 and one for children from 8 to 14. So if you're between those age groups, put your tennies on, make sure they're good and hot so you can get some good bite because you'll be coming up next. We got 2 brackets, 0 to 8-year-olds and 8 to 14-year-olds. Kevin Nunn in the Datacom rear engine dragster on the spectator side with a time only, getting Kevin used to driving the car. Kevin Nunn heats up the tires real good as he gets used to the Datacom rear engine dragster. He's making these passes so he can get his competition driver's license. To run NHRA, anything that runs quicker than a 999, you need a competition driver's license. So Kevin is making his qualifying passes in the car. Kevin Nunn goes through with a 951 at 122 miles an hour. 951 for Kevin Nunn as he gets used to the rear engine dragster. Okay, we're going to have the finals. Jerry Lewis on the pit side in the Chevy 2 Nova with an 1105 dial-in against Raul Gonzalez on the spectator side with a 1220 dial-in. Bracket 3, you're up after this. This is bracket 2 final. Jerry Lewis on pit side against Raul Gonzalez on spectator side. 1220 dial-in on the spectator side against an 1105 on the pit side. Pit side goes through with an 1133. That's a good win for pit side against a 1240 for spectator side. 1240 on spectator against an 1133 for pits. Bracket 3, you're up next. spectator side goes through first with the 1287. He breaks out on spectator side. Pit side goes through with 1330. It's a good win for pit side. Good win for pit side. We're going to do a time only, and then we're going to go with the finals of bracket 1. Time only. Pato Bortini on the Pro Stock Chrysler on the spectator side. That is medium. Pato Bortini on spectator side with a time only. Bracket 1, you're up next. Pato Bortini in the Serna Chrysler from Monterrey, Mexico, all the way up Monterrey, Mexico. Time only for the Chrysler with the Hemi on the spectator side. Pato Bortini. Bracket 1, you're up next. Pato goes through with a 942 at 141 miles an hour. After bracket 1, we're going to have a little girls race for all of you girls. There will be a little girls race after the finals of bracket 1, so all you girls, stick around. This is the finals of bracket 1. Monty Deal in the No Big Deal dragster on the pit side against Bobby Booth and the Buster Booth rear engine dragster out of Brownsville on the spectator side. We'd like to remind you that the Fortune Maker Camaro is for sale. It's with a 454 running. The car runs 1090s in the quarter miles. It's a consistent bracket 1 qualifier. For more information on the car, you can contact Wes Harrison at 631-6507. That's 631-6507. Wes Harrison for information on the Fortune Maker Camaro. The car is for sale running for $7,500. Buster Booth on spectator side with Bobby Booth driving against Monty Deal on the pit side in the No Big Deal dragster. Brownsville car against Corpus car. This is for the finals of bracket 1. You've got an 855 dialed in against an 860, so you should be seeing a heads-up race and a neck-and-neck race all the way down the track. Monty's out a little bit in front at the starting line. Monty Deal goes through first on pit side with an 866. That's a good win for pit side. Monty Deal takes the win away from Bobby Booth on the spectator side, who ran an 849. 849 on spectator side at 158 miles an hour against pit side 866 at 157 miles an hour. Next up, we're going to have a girls race. All you girls.
Now on pit side, car 24. side went through with the 11:05, 144 miles per hour. Side went through with an 1188 on pit, 111 miles per hour. Spectator went through with a 1260, 108 miles per hour. Went through with a 1405, 96 miles per hour. Now on pit side 47, on spectator 37. Spectator went through with a 1304, 107 miles per hour. 11, 130 miles per hour. Spectator went through with a 1095, 123 miles per hour. Spectator went through with 1156, 114 miles per hour. Pit side went through with a 1085, 123 miles per hour. Now up on Spectator is car 23. Spectator went through with a 1086, 123 miles per hour. Now on spectator side, car 10, Roy Rogers driving trigger. On pit side, dragster 30. Spectator went through with an 897, 146 miles per hour. Well, we got a quick moment of silence here. Want to let everybody know that they have ice cold beer in the concession stands, Cokes, hot dogs, hamburgers, tacos, all kinds of good stuff out at the concession stands. Spectator went through with an 858, 156 miles per hour. Side goes through with a 904, 149 miles per hour. On pit side is bike 1. On spectator, bike 3. Went through with the 1109. 1109. Spectator went through with a 1094. A 1094. Spectator went through with a 1078, a 1078, 127 miles per hour. Now up on pit side is car 41. Side went through with a 1084, a 1084, 91 miles per hour. 8:48, 157 miles per hour. Side went through with a 1229, 114 miles per hour. Spectator went through with a 1299, 107 miles per hour. Now up on pit side, car 36, car 36. Goes through with a 1032, 130 miles per hour. Spectator went through with an 1145, 121 miles per hour. Spectator goes through with an 11:29, 11:29. Pit side went through with a 10:79, a 10:79. Now up on pit side is car 34, on spectator car 40. Went through with a 1094, a 1094, 125 miles per hour. Spectator goes through with a 1234, a 1234, 114 miles per hour. On pit side car 51, on spectator 46. Went through with a 1334, a 1334, 104 miles per hour. Spectator went through with an 1849, an 1849, 76 miles per hour. Spectator goes through with a 1271, a 1271, 108 miles per hour. Pit side went through with a 1312, a 1312, 101 miles per hour. Pit side went through with a 1628, spectator went through with a 1327. Side went through with an 1112, 1112. Spectator went through with a 12:06. Now on pit side is car 28, on Spectator 47. Went through with an 1126, 123 miles per hour. Spectator went through with a 2094, 65 miles per hour. Went through with a 921, 145 miles per hour. Spectator went through with a 1013, 135 miles per hour. Spectator went through with a 1329, 87 miles per hour. Pit side went through with a 1525, 94 miles per hour. on pit side is 42. 42 on pits. On spectator, 48. I want to remind all you tow vehicles that you need to get down to the end of the track immediately after your race car. Not wait here and listen for their times, then go down. You need to go down immediately after them. Went through with an 1167, 116 miles per hour. Spectator went through with a 1953, 46 miles per hour. Side went through with an 1110 on pit, 122 miles per hour. Spectator went through with an 1115, 109 miles per hour.
goes through with a 1489, 1489 for pit spot side, a 1638 for spectator side. At 104 for pit side. Now up on spectator side, Flaca from San Juan, Texas, against car number 14 on the pit side. Put any more cars in staging. Bud Lewis, no more cars in staging, please. Spectator side goes through with an 1126 at 123 miles an hour. Pit side goes through with an 1196 at 115 miles an hour. Car number 35 on spectator side, the Gaetan brothers from Edinburg, Texas, against car number 40, Luis Zamora from Mission on the spectator side. Eldorado out of Falfurrias, Texas, against car 51 on pit side. Pit side goes through with the 1331 at 104 miles an hour. Spectator side goes through with the 1789 at 80 miles an hour. Staging lanes are now closed. No more cars will be allowed in staging lanes. Absolutely no more cars in staging lanes. Car number 2 on pit side, sponsored by Airport Officers. Spectator side goes through with an 1119 at 121 miles an hour. Pit side goes through at a 1391 at 98 miles an hour. For spectator side at 112 miles an hour. Now up on pit side, car number 41, the beautiful little Chevette of Alfred Whiteside from Corpus Christi. Alfred Whiteside from Corpus Christi on pit side in car 41. with a 1031 at 129 miles an hour. A 1031 at 129 miles an hour. Now up on spectator side, bike 4. On pit side, bike number 8. Now up on pit side, car number 1, the beautiful Pro Stock Type Camaro of Robert Roderick from Mission, Texas, sponsored by De Leon Auto Accessories. On spectator side, car 49, the imitation Pro Stock Camaro like Robert Roderick's. Goes through with a 970 at 143 miles an hour. Spectator side goes through with a 1302 at 101. 970. Front engine dragster out of Corpus Christi, driven by Roy Rogers. On spectator side, car 57, the Fortune Maker Camaro out of McAllen. Miles an hour. Spectator side goes through at 1101 at 127 miles an hour. Drivers with tow vehicles, make sure your tow vehicle is headed down the track by the time you get the go signal. Now up on pit side, car number 45, the beautiful Pro Stock style Chrysler Imperial of Pato Portino from Monterrey, Mexico, in the Serna car. Pato Portino, all the way up from Monterrey, Mexico. He's got a big, bad Chrysler Hemi. Pato's going to see if he can beat the time of Robert Roderick. Pato goes through with the 1005 at 131 miles an hour. 1005 for Pato.
How do you know it's in Pato?
What'd that say? Now up on pit side, car number 52 on pit. On spectator side, car number 58, the Garcia brothers. After this motorcycle, time trials are officially over. Next up, we have a grudge race between the Hinojosa brothers on the pit side in the Vega panel truck against the Gaetan brothers on the spectator side. Both of these cars are from Edinburg. They've probably known each other since high school days. Carmen Gaetan on the spectator side and Joey Hinojosa on the pit side. Time only pass for the bragging rights of Edinburg. Hinojosa brothers against Gaetan brothers. Aquí se va a poner bueno la cosa. Hinojosa's Vega goes through first with a 1076 against an 1191 for the Gaetan brothers on the spectator side. Ahora sí puede two. He gets the bye run. So this run will advance Raul into the semifinals.